enter your access code followed by the... To enable audio controls, please enter your audio PIN followed by the pound or hash sign. If you do not have a PIN, just press pound or hash. There are 3 other callers on the call.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Kathy, it's Stan.
Hi there.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, but as you know, there's quite a few people around here that aren't quite fine, but
Yeah.
they're still trying to conduct business the best they can.
Right.
And to that end, I asked Roy if we should go ahead today, and even if it's just me, and I'm not sure if anybody else is calling in, then we're going to go for it.
Okay.
I'm not sure where Brooke went, but she bugged out. Whether it was personal or professional, she's not here at the moment.
Okay.
And Roy's here somewhere, but frankly, he looked like something the cat dragged in.
Yeah. Was Mariah's house okay, or did?
Yeah, Mariah's house is fine. Brooke's house is fine. I don't know a whole lot of people that lost a home. The only person I think I've met that I know that's lost a home is Roger Bozel up at the sales and marketing.
Really, Roger? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he lived way down here on this side of town, somewhere up in the hills.
Yeah.
But,
What happened?
the
wildfires.
Yeah, a lot of fires out here, Maria.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not pretty. Not pretty.
What about any orchard stands?
I think the amazing part is that wherever there was a lot of orchard land, the orchards actually helped considerably change the fire direction and whatever. The trees are so healthy and full of water. Plus, they can sprinkle and all that good stuff. So,
Yeah.
again, I haven't been real plugged in. In fact, I've been unplugged. I got thrown out of the hotel there in Pateros, as you would imagine.
Right.
And I think orchards are pretty much intact. None of the warehouses got damaged, although you saw how close the picture was from Roy standing on the balcony there. And the Apple house is still without power. And even if they get power in the coming couple of days, which they think they might, it'll probably be a week before they'll be able to pack or do anything there. So,
Yeah. Oh, wow. I saw a picture of it looked like a little video by Chelan HD.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was going around. There were some homes near a golf course.
Right. That's right up at Alta Lake.
Okay.
Did you stay in the Pateros Hotel at all when you were here?
Yeah,
where you and I had dinner that night.
Yeah.
Well, right up the Menhow, that river that dumps into the Columbia, just about a mile and a half. There's a nice little golf course, or there was a nice little golf course, and a whole bunch of homes up there got destroyed. Pretty high-end homes, too.
Okay.
And then right across the street in the town of Pateros, quite a few homes, I don't know, several dozen probably, got burnt to the ground. So yeah, it's hectic to say the least. But again, they obviously have a business to run. They're picking and packing, and they're even picking and packing here in town. So.
Wow.
So to that end, they want us to move forward. So here we are. And again, I don't know. There may be somebody else on the horn from CFM. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't see anybody.
Okay. Well, just lowly me then.
Okay. Let's see, Maria. I need to change presenter to you.
Okay.
And today's session is about claims. Mike.
By the way, this is Angela, and I'm on as well. So sorry.
Hi.
Hi, Angela.
Yeah. Hi, folks. How are you?
Okay. So yes, then what we're going to do today is we're going to walk through claims.
Okay.
This is the version that Sean Fresh Marketing is using.
Okay.
And we've done several enhancements for them.
Okay.
And what Maria's going to, hold on, I didn't do this right. What Maria's going to do is kind of walk us through some of the other options that are there that they may not be using right now. Maria, are you still there?
Yes. What do I need to do?
Is there something on your screen? I thought I switched to you as the presenter.
I have a little screen that says show my screen.
Yes, hit that.
I'll be back in 1 second. My pen just ran out of ink.
Okay. Okay, Maria, I think we see your screen, so you'll, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have your eyes there. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then let's wait for Stan. Because right here we start with selecting option 8.
Okay.
Has Stan seen this before? The claims, how they use it?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know, Maria, unless he's gone down there and they've shown him how they're using it.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay, and just to preface Maria's, before Maria gets started, there is an option in the company control that controls different, we have up to 3 or 4 different claims formats now, and Fund Trust Marketing, Maria is using format 3, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what controls these screens and how they function and so on and so forth. So
All right.
with that, I'll turn it over to Maria, and she can walk you through, I think what, maybe Maria, show him a little bit about the trouble report and how they're using it today, and then let's kind of talk about some of the other functionality that's there as well.
Right. Okay, on the system, there are different places from where you can select claims and allowance processing, especially from order processing. There's quite a few places. But and also there is this menu that I'm showing here, the ID menu, which is the invoicing menu, which is normally the one that the claims department is going to use. Probably the sales people are the ones to use from order processing. Okay, so I'm going to select. Here, you remember, Stan, this is the driver screen, the way it seems normally. And from here, there are different options. A cycle of a claim will be like the power report, just to tell the system there is a problem. From there, there are different approvals from claims, from the product manager, and from the vice president or whatever high authority when the total of the claim is high or higher. What and the company control, they can establish what is high can go as the claims department to approve the claim.
You talking about a dollar value, Maria?
Right.
Yeah, I think I saw something in their company control at 25,000 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And if it's more than that, claims have to stop and get the approval from whoever vice president is being called in the system.
Okay.
And once that person comes to the system and press the key, all this approval is controlled by using function keys on the different screens. So let's go and see. Let me go to CISO 13, which is better. And right here, I have one already set up for the travel report. Let's go over kind of briefly how they are using it. On the top of the screen, there is just order information. We take that from the order itself. Season order, PO number, bill to, ship date, the handle office. And if it has been diverted from another order, it will appear here. Here, this means a status. There is quite a few status through the cycle of this of a claim. Each time there is an approval or working changes, we update the status, and also behind scenes there is a log file that we are logging all the changes and approvals that they do. And when they print a report, all that is going to be listed. What is the history of approvals and changes for that particular claim?
And that's just like is that just bullet points, Maria, or is it pretty verbose?
No, just points. Just
Okay.
one line of what they did. Say for example, right now it's in the final settlement approval by the product manager. Actually, we print the screen. We will see the creation of the travel report. It's a date, a brief description of what they did, and the person that did it.
Okay.
That's a little list that you will see.
Okay.
Then this part here, they will normally the way this is set up in the system is for the first person to enter the travel report when he gets a claim, a complaint of somebody, and he's going to see just the commodities that he's handling. And also, as far as the function key is in the bottom, only it's going to show what can he do. So he entered that information, the complaint date, when the proof was received, if the invoice if the producer invoice, and he made a change, is it going to be mailed or not?
So Maria, you said that he's only going to see the commodities that he's allowed to see. Is there some kind of a user / commodity / whatever? How does that correlate?
Yeah, there is a file. It's a table.
Okay.
It's a table that we created, and there they have to enter every individual
Okay.
with the commodity that he can see.
Got it.
And then when we show here the line items, we only will show whatever he can see.
Okay.
Then there are inspection codes. The inspection code is, again, a table behind the scenes that he can do a search, and there is inspection number and the description. At this point, I cannot enter anything because this is already in the final. This is the final approval, and once this is done, which has been done by a product manager, nobody can touch it. They have to open the claim if that they want to continue doing things to it.
But you can, in fact, reopen a claim, correct?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
You reopen it.
Yep.
Okay. So here, this is the end of what is the travel report. When initially the first person, for example, enters, there is a function key here where it's going to tell submitted for approval.
Mm-hmm.
And claims can approve it, or the product manager can approve it. And then from here, the first person just get out and that's get out. Once the travel report is created, the second step will be to establish a settlement. It is this option A, close settlement, claims close, loss settlement. And this is the way the loss settlement screen looks like. They will enter the total amount of this claim. This is done by the claims department, hosted. Again, behind all of this, and the company and the user defaults are options if you are allowed to do it or not. So it's a first person. So anybody can be set up to authorize the approval of the claim. Normally, the claims department will review it very careful of what they enter in all the adjustments and be sure they have all the approvals. And then enter the amount and verify by whom and what date. Now, an invoice flag, that is also behind the scenes when they approve when they enter the travel report and they enter the reason code or change the reason code and the order has been invoiced, behind in the system, we are going to update order processing, which is the detail file, the ORD file, with that reason code and the claim number. The same is going to happen when they approve the settlement. We are going to then change the price in the ORD, and we are going to create an invoice automatically. You enter a yes or not here to say send the invoice or not send the invoice. But no matter what you enter, yes or not, the invoice is going to be produced. And once that is done, we change it to a P, which means has been processed.
So Maria, you said that the claim system now goes back and updates the order transaction files. That's something that did not happen in the past. Is that correct?
That's correct. Well, this is again, this is a separate format. Now in our system, we have 3 different formats. Number one, which is what some peers use.
Mm-hmm.
Still, that one does not change automatically.
Okay.
We added to that format the ability to change the order processing files. That is another step, a manual step that somebody has to do it normally. And format one, after all the approvals and the claim is ready to be closed, they print a report. It manually goes to the other person which is able to have the authority to change order processing.
Right.
And we created a way for them to enter the claim number or the number, and we go automatically and change order processing and have the ability even to produce a check and pay the vendor. That is format one. But here in this format that I show, which what CFM selected, we don't do that. We it's going along. We are changing directly the order processing and created invoices.
So format 3, the format that Shalon uses, does in fact change the order transaction files.
Yes.
And does it also have the ability to generate checks and payables?
No.
No.
That function is not there, no.
And that's in function 1?
That function is not available
Oh.
for format 3. Yeah.
But it's available in functions 1, 2, or 3? Which one?
And 1.
Okay.
Function 1.
Okay.
Format 1.
But that's the old way, and that you have to change the order yourself manually after the claim's been approved and etc.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Well, since we've talked about 1 and 3, what the heck? What is 2? What's the
No,
fundamental?
we are talking about format 3. Even format 2, CFM is not using it.
I understand, but what's the fundamental difference between 3 and 2?
Oh, 3 and 2, the presentation.
Okay.
There are the travel report is quite different.
Okay.
They let me go back to 6.
Well, you don't have to get into 2 if they're not using it. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it is. The format of, especially this travel report screen, is quite different.
Okay.
And the way we are processing presenting the price.
Okay.
The freight, is shown in here, and behind the scenes, it's been the sales price doesn't include the freight,
Okay.
and just it's a small thing, but it's different.
Okay.
And also, right now, they are not using the settlement screen, so it's a little block because there are things that needs to be done for the claim to be considered final, but they are not closing the claims either at this point.
Okay.
So here is going back to the claims loss agreement. It's showing the detail line, and if we are going, if you want to enter further details for the line, we select an option one, and we show you this net screen, the content of the line, and then you can make changes to the reason code and what kind of claim is, the appearance. These are tables behind for codes. Like here is the type of case that they have created in a table.
Okay.
And the same for conditions and another type of claim. Also, they have, if the orders have been rejected, the system, they are not using this either yet, but the system format 3 again are able to enter the information for, it's called rejected, but in other words, to enter a diverted load.
Mm-hmm.
And I will show you in a second all the details. And also further information for them is to be collected if it's a short pay or short pay amount. On the driver, there are a status here that they show what is the condition, the status of the claim at that point. And it is a whole, it's a deduction. And here the SP is pictures have been received and loaded. I will bring that with it. So once that claim, that is the end of the setup of the claim, basically. And at that point, it should be closed, that claim. Right now, you are not closing the claim. To be clean, a clean process of the claim, because right now on this list, it could be claims that you already had finalized and not closed. So I don't know how you were controlling what is the latest things to take care, because that also allows you by the status, you can select by status and review things that they entered the travel report and they forgot or they hadn't had the time to say that the settlement, and you can review it, and that by the status it's easy to spot the ones that you need to continue looking at them.
Well, what are those headers? SHDP? What's that mean?
HDP, H means hold. They are able to put the claim on hold,
All right.
so nobody can touch it.
Yeah.
So it will appear an H there. The D is a deduction. In other words, it's a short payment, and the cause of the claim is because they didn't pay the invoice completely,
Yeah.
for whatever reason. So they can set up a claim for that. And the P, now there is a new function. You probably are not familiar with it, kind of new. We are allowed to upload pictures. You say you receive pictures after the survey of the fruit. when they send you a complaint, they may send you pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Those pictures can be uploaded into the 400 on the IFS,
Mm-hmm.
and you have that documentation there. And also with the Ocean 26, you can view them, any moment. You don't have to trying to cut the paper, or the filing of those claims. You are going to have it in the computer,
Mm-hmm.
or quickly access. If somebody calls, complain about whatever, you can quickly have all the information that you need about the claim and the system. You don't have to go to paper cabinet and look for all those documents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and close the claim. So you can delete the claim. You can print the travel report receipt. You establish the set limit. Now, the very load in account, the very load set limit, that is when you, it was rejected and you are going to divert that order. So through claims, you can collect that information and set up a diverted load kind of a screen that then you can use to divert the order itself through order process.
No, I understand that they divert loads here, but they don't use the diverted load function in claims. Is that correct?
Right, they don't.
Okay.
Right now, they are just using the travel report.
Right.
That's all. That's all. So I'm going to show you quickly what is the function that takes care for the diverted load. In the travel report, there is a function 18, which is to, if somebody calls you with a claim, you go and bring the system with the travel report and enter details about the claim, and then it's not really a question of the truth. It's something that they just don't want to return. They are rejecting it, so they press the F18 and this screen here, rejection information comes along, and you need to fill out all this information. That's all finished, ship to, bill to. In other words, all the information that is going to be needed when we create a new order from the original one. All of these have the S4 search function to pick up the correct ship to, bill to, the carrier. Freight, if you want to charge for the freight or whatever, the certain post information. And from here, you select the line items that are going to be diverted. So, and from here, you press F9 and we go to the diverted loads. And this is, if you recall, diverted loads and the order processing we are doing here. Recollecting and confirming really this screen with like a confirmation for diverted loads.
Is this diverted loads process is obviously different than what are processing diverted loads, because this tags additional claim information along with the order, correct?
You're right, but yeah,
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay.
But this all.
Hello? I'm Maria, you're fading out terrible on the voice call. Can barely hear you. Kathy, are you still there? Hold on, Maria. Maria, hold on, please. No, I can't hear you either, Kathy. Hello? I'm going to hang up and call back. I'm gonna hang up and call back.
Hang up and come back.
Please enter your access code followed by the To enable audio control, please enter your audio PIN followed by the pound or hash sign. If you do not have a PIN, just press pound or hash. There are 10 other callers on the call.
Hello.
Okay.
That's better.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so all this process here is thinking that the person is doing is the salesperson. So that person will stop here in claims, then we'll review it, the claims department will review this, and then from this, it will go to order processing directly, and there, once you identify the loads and order processing, you enter the order number and the claim number, and all this information has been saved, and order processing can pick it up. You don't have to again enter all this, and then order processing and on the very low screen, you will say, yeah, divert 20 cases on this price, and this is the reason code. And at that point, the order processing application will create, it will ask you if you want to create a claim for the new order.
Right.
And I will show you the claim that if you say yes, a claim is created for the child order. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to back to the open claims because I have it open right now. By the way, when the order has been diverted from another one, this P means it's a diverted order. Okay? If the claim is from an order that has been diverted.
Got it.
So the claim, we call it shipper account settlement. Now, this again is all considering the shipper or location. I'm sorry about this. I don't know if CFM, Kathy, do they deal with shippers or growers? How do they work?
CFM deals with shippers because Gebbers and Schlein Fruit and Apple House and those they are all their shippers.
Oh, great. So this is what it creates, the claim that was created by order processing. Here is the reveal. We are going to reveal this new order. This was the original order that it will be credited when the diverted was done in order processing automatically. It is going to be credited to the original rejection that you did. In other words, after all the accounting, the net return to the shipper is $400.
Got it.
And the allowance that is going to be given is $580 to the original guy. And again, it goes through all the approvals and things, and it should be closed when it's done. And now, one thing that that I would like to mention is some kids they work Format 1. That's another difference between Format 1 and Format 2. It's pretty heavy on working at the level of a location or shipper. If an order has more than one location, with one order, for each location, a claim is created. That doesn't happen in Format 3. It's just one claim for the whole order, no matter what is the location.
Wow. Okay.
Now, nevertheless, here, when we create this shipper account settlement, the location is important, and that's something that the claims department has to be aware at the time it creates the rejection screen and claims. And it will show you the location when they set it up. But it's something that is different. I mean, here it's a complete claim for the whole order. Okay, so that is as far as claims is concerned. Let me show you very briefly regarding to the pictures upload. You enter the option 22, and we show you these defaults here. These were entered in the company control to what is the path that you have on a PC where your pictures are. You can change this. This is just a default, just in case you are going to use the same folder over and over. But when you are uploading, you can change to whatever is the case.
Mm-hmm.
Then the target of the system, the IFS, the system, the S400, that is the ID.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the IFS, what is the folder that you want to use to, what's the path? In this case, is the folder claims pictures. But, so based on that, we press 11 and it will copy your pictures into the 400. And then with another option.
Question for you. Question, Maria.
Excuse me?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
In the company control, if I was to go in and create or put in the company control file a path, and the path didn't exist on the 400/IFS, would it create it, or do I have to have somebody create that ahead of time?
On the IFS, we created.
It would.
The path on the PC you had to access.
Right. But if I go
on the IFS, we will create it.
The company, the company control file will create it.
No, that is done at the time we upload the file.
Now, let me make sure I'm asking my question properly. I've got a user profile on their system. Their company control file right now is blank. If I create and tell the system what the path should be, etc., will the company control program create that path in the IFS area?
No, you have to tell me something, because I don't know which name you would like to.
No. That's my point. If I go into the company control and I say / whatever 172. Whatever, I know their IP address.
Right.
and then I give it a name and I call it,
Uh-huh.
claims, Gebers, pictures, whatever. The program will go out to the IFS and create the appropriate folders, etc.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Cool.
yes.
And
Uh,
is there any differences or Apple Mac considerations in the upload process? Is it always using the C colon Windows nomenclature, or is there allowances for not Windows operating systems?
I'm not sure, Stan. I never tried it,
Right?
um, but I'm afraid of. We are using IBM Windows commands,
Right?
so if the Mac doesn't use Windows, we probably have to take care of that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got a Mac now, and I guess I can try it. And I'm not a Apple person. I'm a Windows true and true, but I jumped to the dark side, so I can try it and let you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That would be good.
Okay.
Uh, so that's it. It's simple, really. Once you set it up, all the tables, it's quite a few tables now that we have set up for all the approvals and all the take care of the user authorities.
Well, I'll spend some.
Sam, also there's a feature in the trouble report. I think Maria didn't show was that they can go in and select a palette. So in other words,
Oh yes. Let's look at that one. That
yeah.
is
Do you have an example of that, Maria?
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, if you are in the travel report and say this whatever they are, apples.
Banjo pears.
Okay. We have a quantity of 98, but only 20 of them is the one that has a problem.
Okay.
So you can now do an F1 for source pool, and it shows you the palettes that are attached to that line item.
Okay.
And there are two palettes, one for 49 and another one for 49. Now the claim quantity is say it's only 20 of this palette. This is at the palette level now.
Mm-hmm.
You enter 20 here in the reason code.
Mm-hmm.
So then we are going to divide it, this palette, and also the ORD record to create a new we create a new transaction at ORD for only 20, okay? And then the palette also is going to be a split to have it at 20. So then you can do the very nice accounting internally with the palettes. For the goals, which one is on claim before we didn't go into the palette. It was what had a problem. We just had the order had something that like say the 20 from which palette is the problem. The past we didn't have that. Now we do.
So it's gonna take that ORD record and split it into one for 29, which is fine, and the other for 20 with the reason code associated with it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Right. Right. And also the palette, attached to it for 20 only.
Right.
So at the global level in the ORD, you know now exactly where is the problem, where you have the decay or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So that they are using this. They are using this now.
Right.
And it was pretty good. Imagine.
I'll spend some more time down there this week and talk about claims. Can you go back to the driver screen, Maria?
Sure.
So they're truly only using just the trouble report. They're not even using number 8 option for claims and loss settlement.
No,
Wow.
just a travel report.
Wow, wow, wow.
Even they are not closing claims or nothing.
Wow. So,
Uh,
Kathy, any idea how are they actually settling? They literally going through a bunch of paperwork and spreadsheets and manual payables entries and the whole nine.
No. When they do the trouble report, Maria, if you go back into that order M408, when they do the trouble report, as
Yep.
you said, they're entering the reason code,
Okay.
and then when they determine what the final, see the dollar adjustment per case, when
Yep.
when they enter that in,
Okay.
but hold on, Maria, that's not updating the order, is it? Is the dollar updating the order? The dollar adjustment price.
no, we are not adjusting the monies now. We just
Okay.
produce codes. Yeah.
Okay. So they're printing off the trouble report, and then I think if I recall correctly, they were having someone approve it, and then from there, someone in accounting is then making the adjustment. Because I think, again, if I recall correctly, they didn't want the salesman have the ability to update the order.
Okay.
So they wanted to go into order processing and update the order that way. And again, it'd be worth reviewing with Mariah.
Yeah, for sure. Because I spent the short time with Mariah, several weeks back now, a month ago, and Tyler, and I was under the impression that it was not going back and rippling through to the order detail files, but yet, if I understand correctly, Format 3 does ripple back. So are there certain functions that ripple back to ORD, or certain flags you have to set up to ripple back to ORD? What am I missing? I'm missing something in my head.
Well, the trouble report updates the order with the reason code.
Okay.
And if they were to go on and do the settlement piece,
Yep.
then yes, there are certain flags on that particular settlement screen that Maria showed you that they would have to set accordingly
Okay.
in order for it to update the order with the adjusted price.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Now they realize they need to use more portions of the claim system, and that's, again, why we're doing all these sessions, not only for me but for them as well. But God, that just seems like a big piece that would help them out tremendously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also to clean it up a little.
Sure.
Eventually they will have hundreds of those claims in the driver, and when they close the claims and they only open, I would think it's better, those are the claims that they have.
Right.
And another thing too, Stan, if I remember correctly, is that we went through the whole claims process, years ago, and it was when different people were involved.
Yep.
And then I think some of those people are no longer with the company, and then in comes Mariah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they kind of started simple, if you will, at first.
Right.
And then just never ventured into the second piece of it.
Right. Yep. Tyler's very anxious to utilize more of the claim system for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other nice thing I like about the settlement screen, as Maria was showing you, is you get a lot of additional information that you can attach to the claim, and then do reporting off of it. What type of appearance issues were there, condition, and
Right.
the other categories that she had. You can do a lot of analytics off of that.
Gotcha. All right. Very good session.
Yeah, another question, just for curiosity. Do you do claims on the export orders?
I don't know, Maria. I would assume so, but I do not know.
Because this is just for domestic. We have, Format 1, if you recall, it handles export claims, very sophisticated, and big help because they are the importers and the surveyors can do that in the web,
Right.
If they are receiving.
You can process an export order through the screens we just looked at, correct?
see why not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that they are or aren't, but I can't imagine they aren't. A claim is a claim from their perspective.
Yeah.
They don't have any.
And, yeah, the thing is, normally an export claim has a little more things involved that this format 3 will not have, but maybe they can just be enough for you. That was my question.
Yeah.
Because they, especially on the export, they have to normally do a survey, and that is quite a lot of information required, and that part is not attached to format 3. Survey form.
All right. Well, I'll look into it, but I assume if they're only using the trouble report, they're probably doing claims for export and then going through whatever export hoops they have to jump through manually.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Thanks, Maria. Appreciate it.
Any other questions, Dan?
No, I think I'm good for the moment. I'm curious to see what the Mac interface does or does not do.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
all right.
Cool.
Yeah, let us know.
Will
All
do.
right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye.
Later. Thanks, Maria. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.